Ever wondered what the story behind one of Earth's greatest social media platforms on Earth is? Twitter, now X, a virtual home to millions of people from around the globe, all connected on one app. Surely every great social media app today has its story and the brains behind it. For Facebook, it was Mark Zuckerberg. For WhatsApp, it was Jan Koum and Brian Acton. For Instagram, it was Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger. Although, over the years, we have experienced changes in ownerships with most of these platforms, and today we'd be looking into our main star of this video, Jack Dorsey, the original founder of the iconic bird app, Twitter. As earlier said, Twitter is one of the most efficient platforms that brings people together, according to Socialfly NY. As of 13th June 2024, Twitter recorded approximately 250 million users on the platform, which is 25% of the world's population. Although not as striking as Facebook's monthly 3 billion active users, having hundreds of millions of people with 89% of world leaders patronizing the platform was still a significant achievement. When Dorsey first started Twitter, he didn't imagine his platform would grow into a billion-dollar company. Just like any young techie, he was just obsessed with the idea of bringing the world closer through communication. Dorsey was independent and built his success from the scratch. Due to his career in disruptive technology, where he created dispatching software for taxis and emergency vehicles, he was able to mirror the exact same system into Twitter's 140-character message concept. Jack Dorsey's story is one of the many inspirational zero-to-hero stories that is not talked about enough. His journey to tech fame wasn't all rainbows and sunshines. There were storms, challenges, rejections, failures, and most importantly, his resilience. Jack Dorsey never gave up on his dreams despite the doubts Twitter got from a lot of investors. Despite the many challenges, Dorsey continued to work towards his goal of making the world come together through communication and interactive messages in one little bird app. In this video, we'd be diving into the untold story of Jack Dorsey, his early life, background, and inspirations, the unknown challenges he faced, his key moments, and how his creative approach towards leadership led him into shaping one of the world's most influential social media today. This is a story of a man who remained strong in chasing his dreams, even when the universe seemed to be against him. Born on November 19, 1976, Jack Dorsey was raised in St. Louis, Missouri. Dorsey, as a kid, was into fashion modeling, and at 14, he picked up interest in dispatch routing, which is a process of assigning taxis or vehicles to customers. It was revealed that Dorsey will spend hours listening to the systematic flow of brief, coded messages, which was an easy and efficient way to communicate. Little did he know that he was paving his way into his future career. In 1995, Dorsey enrolled at the University of Missouri-Rolla, which he schooled in for 2 years before he later transferred to New York University in 1997, but he ended up dropping out 2 years later, even though he was 1 semester short of graduating. Dorsey began his journey in tech at a very young age. He was a self-taught programmer at the age of 14. He used his programming skills to build softwares for dispatch systems. Most of his projects at that age involved optimizing and enhancing communication for the movement of people in urban areas. In July 2000, Dorsey moved to California, where he established his own dispatch routing company in Oakland to offer online dispatching services for couriers, taxis, and emergency services. While managing his company, he began to look into more ideas for a network of medical devices and a frictionless service market. Dorsey got inspired by LiveJournal and AOL Instant Messenger, and he came up with the idea of a web-based real-time status and short message communication service. His attempt at developing such services were not in any way successful, which almost left him stranded. When Dorsey saw how instant messaging services were implemented, it led him to wondering if such could be shared within a small group of friends. He first approached Odeo, which was interested in text messaging. Dorsey, along with Biz Stone, agreed that SMS text was the best suited for the project, and in 2 weeks, the three built the first prototype of Twitter. This idea went on to attract users at Odeo, and eventually an investment and support from Evan Williams and Noah Glass, who were co-founders of Odeo. Odeo, which was renamed Obvious Corporation and eventually became Twitter Inc. with Jack Dorsey, who was made the CEO of Twitter, in which he supervised the first 2 rounds of venture capital funding. On March 21, 2006, Dorsey posted the first ever tweet, which read, "Just setting up my Twitter." The first ever public version of their services appeared in June 2006. It was no surprise that a lot of people down-talked the project, with Williams once comparing it to ice cream, saying it was tasty and useless. As Twitter rose to fame, Dorsey became more focused on improving its reliability over generating revenue, which Twitter wasn't designed for. In 2008, Dorsey also revealed that the commercial use of Twitter and its API could potentially lead to paid features. Simplicity, constraint, and craftsmanship, these were the 3 guiding principles that Twitter was made to follow. On October 16, 2008, Williams took over as CEO and Dorsey became chairman of the board. During his role as chairman, Dorsey joined a few State Department delegations, including a trip to Iraq in April 2009, which was led by Jared Cohen. And during the Green Revolution in Iran in November, Twitter was scheduled to conduct maintenance on its site, which would temporarily shut down its servers. Dorsey agreed to delay the maintenance as Iranians were using Twitter to communicate during the revolution. Due to the impact they had on Iran's future, Mark Feil, a former security advisor of the U.S., took on the initiative to nominate Dorsey and the board for the Nobel Peace Prize. Greediness stepped in, and Williams persuaded the Twitter board to remove Jack Dorsey in order for Williams himself to make more money. And in October 2008, Jack Dorsey was removed as executive director from the Twitter board, ending his active duty for the company. Evan Williams eventually stepped down as CEO as he couldn't handle the pressure anymore. He handed over the post to another top manager of Twitter Inc., Dick Costolo, who took it upon himself to reinstate Jack Dorsey as executive chairman of the board. In March 2011, Dorsey was involved in dismissing 4 managers who played a major role in the service strategy under the leadership of Evan Williams. On June 10, 2015, Dick Costolo announced he was stepping down as Twitter CEO on July 1, 2015, in which Jack Dorsey took over as interim CEO. And on October 5, 2015, Jack Dorsey was appointed as the permanent CEO of Twitter. Twitter's road to success was a story of dedication, consistency, and global impact. After its public launch in 2007 at the South by Southwest SXSW conference, Twitter became loved due to its simplicity and its uniqueness for users being able to share 140-character messages, which led it to attract a larger audience. This video today would be incomplete without talking about some of Twitter's key milestones that led to its success. One of those was its impact on the Iran Revolution in 2009, which we went through earlier, where citizens were reporting live from the streets. In 2010, due to its rapid growth, celebrities began joining the platform in their numbers, such as Oprah, Drake, and Kim Kardashian. In 2011, Twitter played a significant role during the Arab Spring as citizens used the platform to organize and plan protests. This was one of the key moments that shaped Twitter's purpose in our world today. Twitter was valued at $24 billion, changing its status from just a growing platform to a multi-billion company. And despite profit challenges, they implemented a lot of money-making avenues, such as promoting tweets and accounts. Twitter became a bridge of communication between citizens and their world leaders. Donald Trump, in particular, used Twitter as a major tool for communication during his presidential tenure, which went ahead to show how powerful the platform was. Twitter's introduction of hashtags was another stepping milestone as citizens could globally voice their opinions on and off the streets. Movements like Black Lives Matter was used to raise awareness. Over the years, Twitter has become a big global influence used in different sectors, such as government, marketing, and activism. Despite its disadvantages, the major advantage it has over most social media is real-time communication, which bridges the gap of the passing of information in our world today. From dispatch systems to one of the world's most powerful social media, Jack Dorsey's story is one that would live long in the minds of men and would continue to serve as an inspiration towards young techies out there. His story is a testament of determination and resilience, and through Twitter, he has shaped a lot of lives, businesses, civilizations, and the world at large. Though Jack Dorsey has passed on Twitter to Elon Musk, who renamed it to X, many believe that Twitter has passed with Jack Dorsey no longer being the CEO. But regardless, his legacy remains, as without him, there will be no Twitter or X today. Do you think we would be seeing future works from Dorsey? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button for more videos. Thanks for watching.